taking care of the reproduction system, it's taking care of my producing more sperm, it's taking care of digestion and all. I'm not doing it. There's two parts of us. So there's the one part which is our persona, which is our dominant part, and then there's another dominant part of us, which takes care of our digestion and our whole other parasympathetic functions. Even psychologically speaking, there's this concept about your consciousness. My consciousness is what is speaking to you, okay? But there's also another part of me which is my subconscious, the silent witness to every conversation. And that is my female part, which is still there. It's not dominant. Now that, actually speaking, when we have sex and when we get aroused and all that, it's that, and we are just about going to have an orgasm. It is at that point, why can't you stop yourself from having an orgasm and say, oh, can you stop? Wait, please, no, not fair, why you have to met me? Well, it's because I can't stop. Why can't you stop? It's because it's not my consciousness controlling that, it's my subconscious controlling. And once that takes over, you can't stop it. That's why even sexuality and jealousness becomes so imperative and so important. Like, you don't want somebody else having sex with somebody else. It's because when you are having intimacy and a sexual relationship with somebody, you are engaging with that subconscious of them. Right? It's a total different ball game when you are engaging in sexual activity with somebody else. It's because you're engaging that subconscious of theirs. Now that subconscious of them, it is still that little baby, that little baby that was in your mommy's belly. It is still at that same IQ level. Yes, it's still a human being, it's still part of me, but it's still at that functional level. Now that little baby, it don't understand it's possessive. Right? It's very possessive. It only understands a few things. It understands hunger, it understands pain, it understands pleasure. There are few elementary things. It's like a baby in your mommy. When you're born, when you're in your mother's belly, you're connected by a tube, okay? You don't eat through this mouth. You don't eat through your subconscious. Your conscious system is not functioning over there. It's only a subconscious connection through the umbilical cord to your mom's belly. It is that. So that is the same thing that is your subconscious. And what does at that baby's level, what does that understand? It only understands I'm hungry, I'm hurting, I like the thing. And so you can really communicate with your subconscious in very elementary manners and very elementary. It only understands like feelings and pleasure and pain and suffering and that's it. You can't talk highly complex things with your subconscious system. And that is actually the meaning of finding yourself. You got to find yourself. I hope that's clear. I'm making this for all. I think one of my offspring too, her gender is mixed up. Like our dear Billie Eilish. Why is that? Yeah, why is that? It's because since she was a child, she has this friend who has a mixed up hormones. has mixed up gender, and they've been doing sleepovers. They've been doing sleepovers and the sleepovers. So that little girl has changed the gender, the sexuality of my little kid. Why? By imposing upon her thoughts. Okay, just like those old bastards that follow me all around wanting to suck my dick. This little girl has changed the gender of the thing. Why? Is because it's sexual pleasure. Any kind of sexual pleasure is a thing. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's feeling. It's a matter of your psychological block. Are you into girls, or are you into boys, or are you into both, or are you into even goats and monkeys and clowns? I hope this adds a little clarity upon gender, and I hope it adds a little more clarity on things. It's just the beginning of the tip of the iceberg. There's a whole lot more to discover, but this is a good starting point. And the good starting point of fundamental postulates that we all have to realize is, one, each and every one of us is male and female. One part of it is dominant, and the other part of us is dominant. So my main thing is my dominant part is my thing. Again, the degree matters. If you're some people you have like two dominant parts, or it's like equally strong. So in one way, like this shopkeeper, I go, when I look at her once, she looks like this beautiful woman. Okay, then again I turn around and look at her again, she looks like this handsome man. Yeah. So it's some people have this dominant part where you can have both. Yes, you can have both. It's just your palate, your hormone palate that has changed you, where you can have like both. You can spring both estrogen and testosterone. Again, we all spring estrogen and testosterone. It's only the amount varies. It's like if you spring like extra testosterone, you're going to have like a exceedingly large beard and like a muscular and like a largeness and all those things. But if you spring a whole lot of testosterone, you're going to have like a squeaky voice or a girlish voice and have a girlish persona and be attracted towards men. Now, for those born with different hormone structures, again, I would say this would be my test of thing. Are you like is what attracts you when you look at a man? Do you get an erection? Well, just like that old bastard over there who's trying to exploit me. By yes, if you're home, or if people see that you're homeless and you're a thing, there's a whole lot of people who want to exploit you sexually, all in the name of giving you things. And I'll come to my house, I'll give you a hot shower and a hot meal. Only condition, don't steal from me, please. Yes, no. So yes, indeed, there is a confused agenda. Like anybody who's like, suppose I have mixed up hormones and mixed up thing, I want to have like a whole I want to go and evangelize this world about all you guys become like gay and start bending down to me, and let's go and play Greek games. Yes, in Sparta, homosexuality was mandatory. Truly. It's a little known fact about your democracy. Your democracy is based, it didn't start in Greece, it started in Sparta. Now in Sparta, if you were a commoner and not part of the royal family, homosexuality was compulsory. So it is more about a power thing. Again, there's a whole lot of pleasure in homosexuality too, in anal sex. It is still another orifice. Why? Forget about anal sex, my friend. There you go. What does that look like? Right? Yeah? What does that look like? Yeah? Does that look like something you know? Yes. In the Muslim world, Islamic world, when a woman's having a period, what is the recommendation? Go hump a thigh. Truly. So this is my elbow, and that's just like perfect. Okay. Same with my armpits. What do you see over there? Like a little, yeah. Yeah, that is the recommendation in the Islamic world, in the Muslim world. I don't know if we could use the word Islamic world, and don't get upset with me, my Muslim friends, because I'm talking facts. Okay, you need to get a grip on sexuality too, because you really don't. Just like to end this thing by, while Islam and all frowns very much on homosexuality and all, but alas, this is the sad truth about it. In Turkey, homosexuality is illegal. Yet, there's one of if you see the ranking about the amount of ass fucking, Turkey is very high over there. Yeah, it's very, very high. Now, why is that? Why is that? It's because this whole gender segregation, we have gender segregation and thing. Yeah, the women on one side of the parda and the men on one side of the parda. Now men, they absolutely don't have any kind of access to the women. No, you just shut out, like bang, you can't go there, you can't see that, you can't. The only way a Muslim man or somewhere is going to have like access to a woman is either he goes to a whorehouse or he has the money to get married. Yeah, so you have to in the Muslim world you have to have money to get married.